guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing to this channel if you like videos like this one. I make videos all related to journaling, planning, stationery, and of course I'd love to see you here for the next one. Today we have another plan with me video. This is going to be for week 37 already. This year is just flying by. Anyways, I think this is probably one of my favorite layouts ever in terms of my planner layout. Yeah, actually the first 2 weeks of September, this is the second one, is definitely one of my top favorite layouts ever. So if you haven't had the chance to watch my whole September setup, I'll link it of course here above on the screen so you can check it out later if you like. But yeah, without rambling too much, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so let me just go ahead and open my traveler's notebook up. And usually what I like to do, if you're new here to my channel, I like to first start by using some of my mechanical pencil, a ruler, to mark it out in the page where I'm going to draw the lines. They're going to separate the days of the week in my layout. I usually separate an inch per day, and I started from the bottom and work my way up, because usually the top line, whatever it is left over, it's usually a little bit above an inch. It's about 1.25 inches. So whatever it is left over on that top, I actually reserve for my week title. As you can see on my left, you see there that I wrote the week 36. That's my week title. So yeah, so I reserve that portion to write the week, you know, whatever that week pertains to. I like to indicate what week of the month that is, just for the sake of doing it. You don't have to do. I see some people just putting the month there. I just like to know, you know, what week I am at, if that makes any sense. And plus, I have the extra space, so might as well do it. And this is not an original, you know, design or anything. I actually copied this design from the Travelers Company planner insert. They do have a planner insert that is for the entire year, that's split into 2 different parts, so 6 months in one insert and 6 months in another. And it's the same setup where, you know, each day of the week is about 1 inch, like the same way is on a horizontal, and the top portion it's reserved for the title. So I just copied the idea because I really like their planner style. I just don't like to purchase their planner inserts because the planner is completely just reserved for planning, and I like to have everything combined in one insert. I don't like the idea of working in a separate insert for my planner and another separate insert, another, you know, notebook for my journal. The whole purpose of just working with one insert a month is that I get to have everything in one place. You know, I tried that before, having 2 notebooks, one for my planner, one for my journal. I hated the idea of carrying 2 notebooks around. But if that works for you, then yeah, just so you know, the Travelers Company, the company that actually manufactures those notebooks, they do have inserts there pre-made with those layouts. So but yeah, once I'm done marking, I usually mark with my mechanical pencil both sides, so that way I know my lines are not going to be crooked. I come in with my Sakura Micron pen in 01, and I just draw those lines. I like to use the Micron, the Pigma Micron 01, because it's a very thin line, and you know, it just doesn't look so busy in the layout. After that, I go to town with the decoration. So for this week's layout, I decided to go, of course, with a vintage layout because the left portion was already in vintage. And you guys know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I've been missing creating vintage layouts because of my previous insert. I felt very limited with the color of my paper because it was this aqua blue. So I felt that it was very difficult to create vintage layouts with that, you know, paper color. But yeah, so now that I'm back into the white paper, I'm taking advantage and create as many vintage layout as I can. So I wanted to still keep the very feminine theme to kind of match with the left side that you see there, that's on a vintage floral theme. But I wanted to change up a little bit. I didn't want to just use floral. So I wanted to also have the excuse to use my new set of wood stamps that I got it from Joanne, which is this Simplicity wood stamps. They were on clearance on Joanne. I know some of you guys that have watched my haul video asked me if they're just on sale or on clearance. They were actually on clearance. When I went to my local Joanne, they only had 2 left, and I bought both of them. And yeah, and I've been trying to find more because I wanted to send more of them to my pen pals, and I can't find them. It's so unfortunate because I loved so much those wood stamps. But yeah, they're on clearance. If you can find it, go get it, because it's in a 2 wood stamp set with a bunch of tags, and yeah, it's just a beautiful wood stamp set. And so I grabbed one of them, and I use this, you know, beige tag to stamp on it, just so I could see more clearly, because I don't know if you noticed that in the beginning, but I cover half of the page with this, you know, brown paper, this vintage paper that's actually part of a package from Simplicity, of a Simplicity pattern that I got it from the 80s. And yeah, I had it to cut. Sorry if you guys can hear my my dog barking on the background. But yeah, so I wanted to use that on the background to give more of this vintage look. But if I stamp on top of that paper, I don't think will show through that much, and it will make justice to the wood stamp. So I wanted to actually, you know, just stamp in a lighter color paper. So that way I just decided to go with the tag. And I think it worked out pretty well. I decided to also use the top of the pattern that had the word Simplicity and a fussy cut and put it on the top and kind of play with the words. And the number, the pattern just so happened to be, I think it was pattern 5737. And this week's, it's week 37, so it was perfect. I just fussy cut the number 37 and I put on the top as the week title, the Simplicity 37. I hope that makes sense. It's just, you know, a play with words there. I'm trying to be clever here. But anyway, super simple. Besides the Simplicity pattern that I use it to cover half of the page, I'm using some washi tapes. This washi was actually a washi sample that one of my pen pals sent it to me. Has this beautiful cream and brown color, so I thought it was very fitting with the whole, you know, layout. In terms of the flowers that I'm using, the flower stickers, I got those at Joanne. They're actually from the Happy Planner line. It's from their I forgot the name, but it's one of their florals line. It's the new one. So yeah, and I just grabbed some washi samples that one of my pen pals sent it to me that had this beautiful dress. So as you can see, I went with a whole clothing theme here. So yeah, I thought it was very fitting with the whole thing. But that's pretty much it. I'm just coming in with my La pen and writing the dates for the week. And yeah, I'm gonna call it good. Very simple, but I think it really matched well with the left side. I absolutely love those type of layouts. They're very clean, but very beautiful color. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this layout as much as I did. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye for now.